This is the Magnum block. We're gonna drill the oil passage to use LA heads so the customer can decide whatever he wants to use. And we've got the block mounted up here. We've already got the angle dialed into the mill head. And what we square the deck up, off that, set the proper angles. What we'll do is we'll spot face the area. The LA heads run the oil from the cam bearing up to the deck through the head. On the Magnum blocks, they left it, the casting, but they just didn't drill a hole. Some of the blocks they did. I have a few that are already drilled, but they're rare. So I'm going to go ahead and spot face it. I'm just going to take a little bit off at a time. Try to get this spot face where it's flat on the angle that we're drilling. That way the drill bit won't just wander. So there's no way you could drill a drill on an angle. Guess I could get the air hose, it'd be better than my breath. People used to say run the old LA blocks, the 71, 72, 360 blocks. But these Magnum blocks, they're way better. I've sonic checked the cylinders on these, and it's common to find 250 thousandths wall thickness on the thrust on these. That's awesome. I mean, that's really thick. And the cores are just cleaner, they're better. The main webbing are thicker. The oil pan rails are way thicker than the LA. You've got provision for the factor roller cam. I mean, they're just better, a lot better. The oiling system on most of these, the oil galleries have already been enlarged a 1/2 inch. Unlike some of the LAs, you have to do that. Not all of them are done that way on the Magnums, but a lot of them. But another thing is the lifter bores on these will not be wore out like an LA. Sometimes you get an LA and they're just oblong. They're egg-shaped because of the flat tappet. But these, the roller lifters just don't eat the lifter bores out as bad. The only thing is Mopar should have straightened out the lifter bore angle when they changed to this new block. Makes no sense to continue to make that horrible lifter angle. But anyways, guess these, at least they were smart enough to put blind head bolt holes, if anything. Alrighty, I'm going to change to a drill. Stop yapping. The main thing is when you're doing this, you want to take your time, make sure everything's lined up properly, and do it in steps. Don't try to go in and drill the hole out the right size all the way from the beginning. Start out small, spot face. Don't spot face. It's just going to be turned into a junk block because you're going to get the hole off center. And this oil gallery is not just on one angle. It's actually on 2 different planes, if not 3, compared to the deck. It's not only leaning this way, but it's leaning that way. See, it's not just like this, it's like this. And that's a long ways to go. If you're just a little off here, you're gonna be way off down there. Gonna jump the block. Looks good so far. Drill is doing really good, so I'm going to try to get a little bit more use out of it. There's other ways you can do this also. Honestly, if I was building a race engine, I wouldn't do it this way. I would tap into both sides, tee it together, run to the main oil gallery, and run restrictors underneath the rocker arms in the head. You just take the shaft off and you can change them in the hole there. That way you can regulate it without having to take the whole engine apart. Let's see. And the thing is, this is the easy part. The hard part was getting it all set up. I take another block, put it up on the mill, mount it up, square it up. It takes about an hour to set this mill head on the right angle. The way it's dead on with the other one. Then I take that block back off the mill machine, put this block back up on there, and level it back out, because then we're based off of squareness of this. So I know this block will be right for this angle. Always going off the deck surface. So. Takes about, from start to finish, you got about a half a day in doing this. Almost there.